Hey guys, it's Stefania from Merch.com. For 2014, I decided to put more effort into merchanting advice. Many of you occasionally come to me with your merchanting questions, and I will continue to do this personal advice, but I'd also like to breathe some new life into our forums and expand our services with this brand new section. In the public forum, I will be posting monthly behind the scenes videos where I give my opinion about the month. Quite a few people already do this, of course, but my focus will be on the merchanting aspect as I'm not a hardcore RuneScape player, and this is, in the end, a merchanting channel. You can discuss these videos on our forums or in the comments here, and as always, I will be responding to any questions. In the VIP forum, there will of course be more information. There probably won't be many direct item suggestions for flips or investments. It'll be more along the lines of which markets to watch during the month, what types of investments would be good for specific updates, and which items you should be avoiding. Additionally, I will be posting an overview of the updates we'll be seeing in the future and what to keep in mind about them for your merchanting. So let's get started with my merchanting related opinion about the January behind the scenes for 2014. Keep in mind that nothing I say here is direct investment advice. Any investments you make are your full responsibility, so don't hold me accountable for any losses you make. They are your decisions. So January 2014, from the looks of it, it's a very combat focused month with new gear coming out for player and ports, a reworked mole boss, the yearly wolf bosses, slayer updates, and of course the ongoing second world event. But first off, the power to the player system. This is one of the reasons why I decided to set up this advice project. In the past, I'd be aware of a large amount of the upcoming updates through extensive research, but a lot of this will be known by everyone due to this system. Now, it's a very good system for the game, this polling system. It will definitely improve the game itself, but how it will turn out for investment updates is of course a question. My guess is that investment updates will last longer but rise less explosively. If people know about an update coming out in April, for example, some may decide to stock in March, while others would already begin in February. Now, this will undoubtedly cause some neat fluctuation throughout the months, and I think it'll change update investments as we know them. Now, you can see the options for the polls that Jagex will be taking this month right here. Only the first two are quite interesting for merchanting. The Elf City will be a high-level scaling area. Jagex intends to make this a place where high-level players would want to hang out, so it's definitely an interesting update for a bunch of supplies. And the Inventor skill will of course involve loads of different items and will likely be the update with the most potential profit to be made this year. Now, what type of dragon is getting added is also an interesting investment opportunity, as it will certainly drop a new item as well. And what investments are good for this depends on what dragon gets released, of course. Now, monsters getting reworked drop tables probably isn't going to cause any major effects. It could make the weapons and armor related to killing these monsters fluctuate a bit more. This might give you some nice flipping or short-term investment opportunities, but that's all really. Now, the Easter event isn't merchanting related, but you could argue that the removal of worlds is. Less worlds means that there will be more players per world, which leads to people competing for resources or monster kills. However, I don't expect the impact to be anything major, as they'll only be removing about 10 to 15 worlds from what I heard. I don't really have much to add here about the special secret minigame that they will be adding. I have an idea about what it is, but I can't really talk about it much more here. So then we're going on to the Wolves and the Valkyrie, so Ahati and Skull, the wolf bosses that you might know from the past few years. They drop gloves that give bonus XP in combat and boots that give bonus XP in woodcutting or agility. The boots won't really give any merchanting impact, though people absolutely love them for the agility bonus XP. The gloves, however, might boost the demand for weapons and armors a bit, which will give you some nice flipping and short-term investment opportunities. Moving on, Player Reports Batch 2. That's something I'm personally really looking forward to. The second batch here is very interesting for merchanting. There will be new level 85 gear, being capes, rings, and darts. And some people may be wanting to get level 90s in cooking and construction, but it likely won't be anything major. The capes won't really influence any other item, but the Leviathan ring will definitely take down the rings from the Dagonaut Kings, which makes you wonder what the whole point about the mobilizing armies minigame is then, or the Dagonaut King bosses as a whole. So there might be a rework of those sometime in the future, I have no idea. There will undoubtedly be people who are worried about what the darts will do to the Ascension crossbows and the Zarid bow, of course. I can't really predict this one, but you have to keep in mind that they are all different styles for ranging, because the crossbows are for bolts, the Zared bow is for arrows, and these darts would be throwing weapons. There will undoubtedly be some panic going on though, so keep a close eye on these items. Moving on, I must say I like this trader guy a lot. I happen to have about over 300k stainless steel sitting there on my player-owned ports. So this addition is a very pleasant very pleasant coincidence. Moving on to the giant mole, this update has been known about for quite a long time, I'd say. They specifically stated in the past that it is a boss aimed at low to medium level players. There will be stat penalties for high level players who fight the normal version, as they should be doing the hard mode and leave the normal one for the lower players. Now this means that in overall gear we'll be getting some decent attention once again, so more flipping and investing opportunities for you all. Now these farming potions that they're mentioning below here somewhere, yep, right there, I find them very interesting. I'm surprised they didn't add them in the past already, but it's good to see them getting added now. They will undoubtedly have a large demand unless Jagex limits how many of them you can use per day or on which patches you can use them. If they don't limit them, then these potions will substantially lower the amount of time it takes to train a skill, and thus they will get they will be great for merchanting too. Now the new Slayer helm in the Slayer updates is a great addition to the game too, but it's probably not enough of an incentive for a lot of people to start slaying again. That's it for this month, I'd say. Yep, there will be more information in the VIP Merchanting Advice forum. Feel free to let me know in the comments or on our forums how your merchanting went this month. You can do that, or I will simply find out on your merchanting log on our website. If you haven't already started one, have a look at it. They're very motivational and a great way to keep your track of your progress. Good luck in January, and I'll see you all again soon for another video.